And without any further ado, we are going to kick this Zoom off. I'd like to welcome everyone to our Mindset Monday and Business Building Tip Zoom. And again, I always like to reiterate that this is a Zoom that you'll hear some inspiration, and you'll also hear from people in our business that are working their business. They're achieving success. And we do this Zoom because I remember when I first came into network marketing, when I wasn't doing the thing or succeeding, I was always wondering who else is succeeding. And I started going to meetings and attending conference calls. At that time, we didn't have Zooms. And when I started hearing the stories of everyone else succeeding, and then they were sharing what they were doing, it was like the light bulb went off in my head, because everything that they were doing was something that I could do. Everything they were doing was something that could be duplicated. And so I just realized that I didn't have the activity. I didn't have the activity. And my mentor would always say, Brian, what you lack in skills, you can make up with your activity. So what you lack in your skill set, you can make up with your activity. And so tonight we're going to bring the fire. But before I introduce our special superstar guest this evening, I'd like to shout out everyone this month for our top enrollers for customers and our top enrollers for brand partners. And I checked this earlier today, and these two were neck and neck. And I see Carrie must have been reading my mind, because she's like, no, I can't be tied. But number one so far this month with new customers is Carrie Cotis. Number two is Lori Regan-Weather. And again, they were neck and neck, okay? And again, all four are separated by, all top five are separated by one or two customers. So again, you guys are doing an amazing job. Number three is Jessica Strickland. Fourth is Stacy Mayo. Again, she's always on the leaderboard. Number five is Donna Starkey. We have Team Elevated. Stacy Brown's always in the top 10, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations, Stacy Brown. We have, again, Brittany Maxedon. Congratulations, Brittany. And we have Zachary Kidder. And ladies and gentlemen, give all of them some love in the chats, please. Please give them some love. You know, I was always shooting myself to be on the leaderboard, because I wanted to be on the leaderboard personally, because I wanted my teams to hear my name being shouted out. And so all of you that are on the leaderboard, again, congratulations. You're doing an amazing job. And now we're going to go to brand partners. And we know we have this promotion this month. For every 2 new brand partners with a pack, you get a free perks. And Melissa Bordeaux says, I want them all, because Melissa Bordeaux's number one, okay? And she's got a few perks coming, okay? We have Brenda Pahl, who's here. Hey, she's also has a free perks. Congratulations, Brenda. Brenda's here. We have Nora Creason. Congratulations, Nora. We have Natalie Moultrie. Congratulations, Natalie. Mercado Consulting, Sean Mercado, congratulations. We have Sonia Daniels, congratulations. Diane Ackerman, congratulations. Jennifer Boyce, congratulations. And Mary Homolka, and slap me, Mary, when you see me. I'm sorry. And then we have Jessica Donlin. And so, ladies and gentlemen, give all of them some love in the chats. And, you know, what's important about partnering with new people, and I wanted to share this evening, because I'm always going through my notes, and I remember my mentor sharing with me. He says, Brian, look at your business as a distribution outlet. And every time you partner with someone, you have an opportunity to distribute more products in the marketplace. So he says, you actually can impact more lives by building a larger team. And he said, and that really hit me, because he says, you can only do so much personally. He says, I know you love these products, and I know you love impacting people's lives with the products, But imagine what you can do when you build a network of individuals that are impacting many lives in the marketplace. So he was sharing with me that I could have a larger impact, a much greater impact on other people's lives by building that distribution network. And also something else he shared with me that was really important. And it really helped me understand what network marketing is about. I shared this with a group of leaders at the Arizona retreat, and think of yourself as owning a distribution outlet. Now, we know there's a company, a little small company by the name of Amazon, little company, right? You know, the founder of that company is worth about 160 to 70 billion dollars. Okay, he has a little bit of money, we can say. Okay, now think about this though. Amazon doesn't manufacture products. Amazon is a distribution outlet for all other individuals' products. And so that's how I explain what we do when I'm partnering with people. I really don't get into network marketing. I get into saying, hey, you heard of Amazon? Yeah, I've heard of Amazon. And I say, okay, that's what I do. I represent a company who takes care of the fulfillment. They take care of the customer service. They take care of our research and development. They take care of the shipping. They pay all the commissions. They do like what Amazon does, but I actually like, I'm a mini Jeff Bezos. As many products that are marketed and sold throughout my organization, just like Jeff Bezos, I get a small percentage of all of those sales, and the light bulb goes out. So again, I heard Darren Kidd say the same thing on his training. It was an amazing training that we had this week. And those of you that were on Darren Kidd's training, give me some love in the chats. Wasn't it an amazing training? Darren Kidd said this. He said, when you have more people in your organization, and then there's a promotion, you have the opportunity to have more of an impact, because when that announcement, that sale, that promotion is announced, you will derive more sales in your organization because you have more people in place that's able to capitalize. And that's what I used to do. I always used to work on building my network, because I knew if there was a promotion, if there was a sale, if there was anything that was happening, everyone was going to be taking advantage of that because I had that distribution outlet in place. And so that's going to segue me into introducing our incredible guest, Brenda Pahl. And I'm going to interview Brenda because I would love for all of you to hear her story of, one, how she was introduced to the Happy Co., why she became a brand partner, and what's led her up so far, coming out of the retreat, having clarity, and now she's already partnered with 2 brand partners this month in her business. So again, before I start the interview, give her some love, ladies and gentlemen, because your heart beats 100 miles an hour when you get on these Zooms. I know that's that's how I was when I first jumped on these Zooms. So Brenda, I appreciate you coming on and sharing. And do you mind just sharing with everyone where you're from and a little bit about your background, please?
Absolutely. Thank you, Brian, for having me on as a guest tonight. I truly appreciate it. My name is Brenda Pahl, as Brian's already said. I am from South Central Nebraska, and I look out my back door and I can see the state of Kansas. So I'm just right on that border where, I can go either way if I want to. But the way I became introduced to the products was I had a friend that I grew up with here in my hometown and was watching her on Facebook. And I just saw that things started changing for her. Things started becoming better. She was looking better. Her smile was bigger. Her glow was bigger. So I reached out to her and she said, you won't believe what these products do. They make you feel high school giddy. Now, okay, how many of you remember in high school when you would see the cute boy or the cute girl walk by and you'd get butterflies? That's what these products do for me. I'm not kidding. I get butterflies. It's absolutely wonderful. I love it. I absolutely love what these products have done for me. So that's how I got introduced to the products. As far as getting introduced to the business, my upline, Jan Rogers, reached out to me and said, hey, Brenda, you're really loving these products. I can tell by your posts on Facebook. She said, how about becoming a brand partner? I didn't blink an eye. I said, absolutely, let's do this. Let me share with as many people as I can. I want them to know how this makes me feel. I want them to feel it as well. So that's how I became a brand partner. So I was excited about that.
Well, I appreciate you sharing that, Brenda. And again, social media, you were watching your friend and you were seeing the difference in her. And
Yep.
then she said they made her feel high school giddy. And so you wanted to feel high school giddy. Okay. And so you now are feeling high school giddy. And also, I like to share, ladies and gentlemen, Jan Rogers, congratulations, Jan, because she did what we should do. When someone is having success and love our products, why not reach out to them? Even if they say, no, it's not for me, they're still going to remain a customer because Brenda was still giddy on the products. Jan had nothing to lose. She already had a giddy customer, right? So reach out to your customers that are having success and just ask the question. You'll be surprised that many of them will say, hey, it depends on what are you talking about? Maybe I am interested. So again, appreciate you sharing that, Brenda. And Brenda, do you mind sharing with everyone a little bit about your background? I mean, I know you're part-time, you're working your business part-time. So again, you have 2 brand partners this month and you're working part-time. So again, I'd love for you to share a little bit about your background, please.
Absolutely. I have a full-time job, 8 to 4, Monday through Friday. I also have a second job working as a waitress in a cafe 2 nights a week. So I'm on my feet a lot for that. And then I do the happy products as well as a business. And so I'm just sharing. That's all I'm doing. And I'm being consistent. And I have 2, 3 very, very fantastic uplines to thank for that, to know what to do. Candy, Carrie, and Jan, you know, consistency is key. They pound it in us every day. Consistency is key. And you hear it from all the top leaders. And so I decided, okay, I've got to be consistent. So once I got the 2 customers, I was ecstatic. I was like, yes, I have 2 customers. All right. Then I got to thinking to Jan's conversation. Since you like the product so much, let's become a brand partner. That's all there was to it. And they both jumped on board. I borrowed strength from Carrie to help with the one brand partner because I'd never done it before. And, you know, we have to borrow strength with our uplines. We can't always do everything by ourselves. That is just something that I have learned. I was in a very toxic relationship with my marriage. And so these products have helped me get through that. And knowing that being consistent and just telling my story and being myself, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with who I am. And that's where I need to be. My mindset had to change. The leadership convention, whew, I may not have thought I was learning much, but when I got home, boy, howdy, did I learn a lot. It took probably 3 or 4 days for me to really sink in for everything that we learned. You know, I went back and I read my notes and, you know, I have notes all over my house. You are worthy. You are beautiful. You are worth it. You can do it. And if you have to put those notes up to remind yourself, by golly, do it, because we are our own worst critic. And so I feel like self-affirmation is so worth it. Making sure that you know that you are worth it. The power of suggestion, everybody knows what the power of suggestion is, right? It describes how people take ideas or comments given to them and turns them into reality. Well, that's what was happening in my toxic relationship. Well, you're not any good. You can't do it. You're not worthy. You're ugly. You're fat. No, we have to turn that stinking thinking around. And that is one thing, probably one of the biggest things that I brought back from leadership convention was that, or our leadership retreat, I'm sorry, that I had to change my stinking thinking. I can't say I can't do it. You have to be like the little train who thought you could. I think I can, I think I can, I think I can, I can. And that's how I did it. I was just like, I can do this. I can get those brand partners. I can get those customers. Stop telling yourself that you can't. If I can do it in a little small town with a full-time job and another part-time job and a mentally challenged, well, my daughter's not mentally challenged, but she has some struggles. Let's just put it that way. And taking her to therapy and everything that else that I have to do in my life, if I can do it, you can do it too.
Wow, I appreciate you sharing that, Brenda, because you're right. Affirmations, the conversations that we're having with ourselves each and every day, they're either going to lift us, or they're going to promote us, or they're going to demote us. And so I really appreciate you sharing that, because you said most people are their worst critic. They're telling themselves things that they're actually fighting themselves instead of inspiring themselves.
Yes.
And so I appreciate you sharing that. And you are worthy, and you are beautiful, and you are dynamite.
Thank
You also said something else, Brenda, that was so important. You're working a full-time job and you're working a part-time job, and you still found time this month with almost a week left to still partner with 2 new brand partners. So how are you fitting this into your full-time job and your part-time job? How are you building this business? Because many people will say, I don't have time, but I would love for you to share with everyone. You have a full-time job and a part-time job. How are you doing this? Okay.
This is from the great Candy McCaffey. She says this all the time, and it finally has sunk in with me. Be the leader that you want to lead you. That's all I'm doing. I want to be able to lead someone else, to be able to do what I'm doing, to be able to do what someone else is doing. And so once that reality sunk in, things really took off.
Wow. And I appreciate you sharing that. Be the leader that you want someone to be, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, because they're watching us.
Yes.
And I'm glad you shared that, because my mentor would say the same, Brenda, lead by example.
Yes.
Now, I didn't have a leader until I met my mentor, but my mentor shared with me, and I'm going to segue into what you shared. He said, I can't even work with you, Brian, unless you put people in front of me. And I love that you said that you're leaning on Candy and Jan. When you're partnering with people, you're not trying to do it yourselves. And I want to share with everyone on this Zoom, there is someone above you that's willing and ready to help you partner with new people in your business. Now, if you really want to know the responsibility of an upline, that's it. Now, so, well, no, aren't they, Brian, to answer questions? No, it's not. The only responsibility of your upline is to help you bring new people in your business. That's it. Now, is it to give me information, to tell me the ingredients of the product? No, it's not. And so I'm sharing with everyone this evening that these are the small things that make a big difference in your business. Lean on your uplines. Do the 3-way phone call. There's Tiffany. I know Tiffany and I have done 3-way phone calls. I know Jessica and I know Tiffany's team and Erica Jordan, and they're doing 3-ways. Why? It's important, ladies and gentlemen, because you can get more leverage by that person hearing from 2 different people, 2 exciting stories. You got Melissa Prideaux. She says they work. Who wouldn't want to put someone on the phone with Melissa Prideaux? And so I'm stressing that this week. This week, I want to stress that start leveraging the tools that we have.
Yeah.
Your upline is a tool that you can leverage to help you build your business. And what you're doing, you're training, right? Because that new person is seeing that their support, wow, okay, their support here, this is something I want to be a part of. I can then lean on Brenda. So the person that did the three-way, Brenda did the three-way with Candy and Carrie, and now that new person's going to be doing the three-way with Brenda. And what's great about a three-way, ladies and gentlemen, some people would always say in my early, when I first got in network marketing, say, well, I want to know all the answers first, Brian, before I do a three-way. And I say, that's the purpose of the three-way. The purpose of the three-way is so that you can hear those questions that the prospect's asking, and you hear your upline answer them, and you're saying, wow, okay, that's how you answer that question. That's how you answer that question. Wow, I see how she handled that objection. I see. So that's the purpose of the three-way. The purpose of the three-way is for training. Now, Brenda, share something with me. You said you have your 2 new brand partners this month. You shared something about one of their orders, right? Share with me your 2 new brand partners. Why did they decide to partner with you, and what did you share with them to help them make the decision to partner with you?
The biggest thing that I shared was that they could also help their friends and neighbors feel as good as they do. That's the biggest thing I shared.
Wait,
And
so you wait, you mind repeating that, because that was so powerful, but that was so powerful. I love it. Sure, you mind repeating that again, please?
sure. So if I would say, Brian, would you like to become a brand partner? And you would say, oh, I don't know. And I'd say, don't you want to make your friends and neighbors feel as good as you do?
Wow. Now, ladies and gentlemen, that was the nugget right there. That's something that give her some love for that. I mean, that is a golden nugget, because who doesn't want to help other people feel good if they're feeling good, right?
Yes.
I love that. I love that. I love that you shared that, Brenda. And what I would also like to ask you, Brenda, everyone has a why. We all have a why that's dear to us. You mind sharing with everyone why you're working your full-time job, you're working your part-time job, but you're still finding time to build this business? Do you mind sharing with everyone your why, please?
My number one is kind of split into excuse me, to 2 things. First, I want to build the business to be financially free, financial freedom. Second is because I really do want to make people happy. I want them to sincerely feel happy. Can I tell you a quick story?
Sure.
I have a customer, and her husband came to my office today, and he said, now I know why you're so happy. And I said, what do you mean? And he said, that pink drink and that little pill, my wife gave it to me and I'm running around town. He said, now I know why you're so happy. I do believe I'm going to gain another customer and possibly a brand partner out of that. So, just sharing and being happy, sincerely happy. Not, yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy. If you look at my before and after pictures, was I smiling? Absolutely, I was. Was I happy? I thought I was. But when you look at my after one and you see the glow in my eye and the smile on my face, you know that I was sincerely happy in that picture. So it's all about sharing what it does for you. Be consistent about sharing.
Do you mind sharing? I know you have a great, share with everyone, please, Brenda, your product story. What have the products done for you so far since you've been on them, please?
Well, I started off with the lemonade and the energy pill and the happy cup, and I lost 25 pounds and lots of inches.
Wow.
And, it wasn't about weight loss for me, and it still isn't, because I wasn't happy at the weight I was. But once I started taking the products, I'm just happy. I don't care what I look like anymore. If I lose weight, great. If I don't, that's great too. But they did help me to lose weight. And I was doing nothing different, Brian. I was still eating the Butterfinger candy bars. I was still eating the cheeseburgers. I did nothing different. It just came off. I don't know how. But yeah, 25 pounds and several inches. So
Well, Brenda, I appreciate you coming on because you're amazing. And
Thank
that's
you.
why I wanted to have you on, because I saw your energy, I saw your excitement, I saw you digging in at the retreat in Arizona. I saw you taking the notes. I saw Candy and Carrie also digging deep, asking you, who are you? Be yourself. What do you like? Just be yourself. Don't be someone else on social media. Just be yourself. Find something that you're interested in. And I see you've come home and you've put all of that learning into practice and you're succeeding. And so I appreciate you being here this evening. Ladies and gentlemen, give her
Thank
some
you.
love for sharing her story and sharing with everyone what she's doing and what's made a big difference in her business. And ladies and gentlemen, you have all this love in the chat. Appreciate you, Brendan. I want to end the Zoom by sharing with everyone. It's that simple. Just be happy and just be yourself. My mentor would always say, you're good enough, Brian. You don't have to, I was comparing myself to the top leaders. I did, I made that mistake. And he would say, you're good enough. Just be yourself, Brian. Just be who you are. Just go out there with a smile, with happiness on your face, as you shared, Brendan, just connect with people. So
Yes.
ladies and gentlemen, appreciate each and every one of you. Brenda, thank you for sharing with everyone this evening. And
Thank
I
you.
like to wish everyone a fantastic week this week. And I hope everyone close out the month with momentum and excitement.
Let's
Appreciate you all.
go.
Love you all. All right, let's go. Good night, everyone. Thank you, everyone.